Hi, this is Enthusiastic Steve and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be taking a look at the Sharman SG 7900 2 meter 70 centimeter mobile antenna. That's a mouthful. It's an exact replica copy of the Diamond 7900, which is a very good antenna, a benchmark in the 2 meter 70 sems antennas. So how does the Sharman compare? The Sharman SG 7900 is a big antenna, coming in at a total length of 158 centimeters. It's reported to have an impressive gain at 144 megs, the 2 meter band, a gain of 5.5 dB, and at 430 megs, the 70 centimeter band, 8 dB. Where the Sharman is also very impressive is the price. Currently, 2023 November, they're selling for around £37.95. The antenna is of solid construction, and we'll see more later. An alternative to the Sharman is the Moonraker 7900, another diamond copy, just slightly smaller, a few centimeters shorter, but a very similar antenna. Now, both the Sharman and the Moonraker antennas are based upon the original Diamond SG 7900 Super Gainer. This was a benchmark, very good quality, but of course the price reflected this. They go for, at the moment, over between £100 and £120. Let's have a closer look at the construction. Here's the base of the antenna, a very solid, sturdy piece of metal, beautifully cut, well manufactured. It has a tilt over at the base, which you can use, of course, if you're going into a garage, etc. As you progress further up the antenna, you will find some joins slash coils. These are all again very sturdy. Little Allen bolts in there, and you do get an Allen key with the kit. When the kit comes, it comes in a large plastic bag. Generally, the top section is removed. Now, you need to respect this antenna. It is a large antenna, especially for mobile use. Now, if you're just going to park up static and use it like I've been doing it, then a good sturdy mag mount will suffice. If you are going to be brave enough to drive around with this on top of your vehicle, dodging the trees and low branches, then you will need something more sturdy to mount it. Now, before I took it out and used it, I was interested to find out what the VSWR was going to be like. So very kindly, my friend Chris came up with his analyzer and we plugged it in. These are the results. So after calibrating the Nano VNA, we started out on the 2 meter band. Now, these results were the antenna straight out the packet. Some final adjustments could be made, but look at these results on the 2 meter band. 1 to 1.115, centre of the band. Moving on to the 70 centimeter band, we're getting 1 to 1.334. Very respectable. Now, I often get asked, will these amateur 2 meter 70 cm antennas also work on the PMR 446 band? Now, due to regulations, it would be illegal to use this antenna on a PMR 446 system, but for testing purposes, a result of 1 to 1.404 was achieved. Very respectable. So yes, it would work if legal to do so. So next, it was in the car. Drive up to my local hill, a small bump really, only about 300 foot above sea level, and attach the antenna to my mag mount, and away I went, putting out calls. Use M0 VBD.
Yep, okay, thanks for that. And yeah, you go on, have a good day. Hope you make a few more contacts, but yeah, as I say, you're good and strong in the Milford here. Not sure how many miles away that is, but yeah, I don't go out too bad from here, being on the cliff top. So yeah, all good. And as I say, you're 5 and 6 with me, so no problem at all with your 10 watt tower. So yeah, the antenna's working well.
You can hear me. This is 2E1 PEC. Personal Peter.
Victor Mobile, thank you for coming back to Salisbury way. So that's a fair old distance. You're coming through a nice strong signal with me. This is Mike 6 Whiskey Victor Mobile. Personal Steve. Back to you, Peter. 2E1.
Victor. This is 2E1 Papa Echo Charlie. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in Salisbury. Well, just outside of Salisbury. About 2.5 miles out of Salisbury on the Blandford Road.
Watts. In actual fact, the ICOM 706 at the setting I've got it is just under 10 watts. It's about 9 watts.
Okay, Steve, well, you give me a very small signal, but your audio is brilliant, but then it's an icon, so that's what...
Now, before the 2 metre police castrate me for chatting on the calling channel, it was a very quiet afternoon on the bands, and I did move off onto other channels and use those later. I followed this up by putting calls out to repeaters, one down in Wimborne and one at Newbury. Though nobody came back to me, I did hear the repeater reply. So the range of this antenna is really good, considering it's only 9.5 watts going out. I then did some general tuning around outside of the amateur bands on the marine band, on the PMR, just to see how well it picked up, and it picked up very well.
Swash ready for the camp, please. St Clair KHM, traffic clearance. St Clair's clearance to enter at 1320. Traffic information, rider 2 just south of Holt outbound. KHM, St Clair, copy. Thank you for the call.
That's lovely. You have a good afternoon now, and we're listening to Channel 12. 1, 2.
So, after I've used this antenna briefly, what's my opinion? Well, I rate it very highly. It's very good construction. For the price, it's very, very good. An alternative to the more expensive diamond antenna. I don't think you're getting anything less with this antenna than you do with the diamond one. Performance-wise, so far, it has impressed me. I'm getting about 40 to 50 miles from a hilltop, but it's not bad on 9.5 watts output. And considering the conditions, there was no lift on whatsoever. I think that was a fairly good range to achieve. So next time, hopefully, I want to try and take this out again, maybe from the seafront side, or maybe when there is a lift on, just to see how well it performs. But overall, I'll give this a thumbs up. So thank you very much indeed again for watching one of my videos. Please tick the old subscribe button if you've not subscribed before, and tick some of those like buttons. It all helps with the YouTube channels and the viewing. And have a browse through my previous videos.